All right, students, in this video, we're going to go over the median and the centroid. And a median describes the segment joining a vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. So just keep in mind that it's a line from the corner of a triangle, the vertex, going across all the way to the middle of the opposite side. So creating two equal distances right here. Also, the neat thing about the medians is that it has a relationship on the inside. When all the medians of every vertex meet, they create a centroid. So anytime they're talking about a centroid, this relationship is going to happen, where the entire median could be divided into three parts. So in other words, thirds. And then the longer part of the median versus the little part of the median, this is 2/3 versus 1/3. So several ways you can see this is this long side is twice as big as this side right here, the little one. That's where AP equals 2 times PE, so twice as big as this. Another way to see it is PE, the small part, it's half of AP, so it's half of this. Whatever number this is, you multiply times 2 and it gives you the big one. Or if you have the big one, you divide it into two pieces and it gives you the little one. Another way to see this is the entire thing, it's three parts. So if they give you the measure of the entire median, divide it into three parts, and that is each one of these loops. The loops are a visual of how that's divided. So it helps you see that this is two parts and this is one part. So AP is 2/3 of the whole thing, and PE is 1/3 of the whole thing. Okay, so now we just practice. Number one is asking you to find each measure. They tell you that J to K is 22, KN is 13, and OL is 18. The word centroid is there telling you that these are all medians. That means that they're all touching the midpoint of the sides. So these two are equal, these two are equal, and these two sides are equal. So KM is this part, that is only half of 22, so that's 11. Then we have NL, which is this part, and these two are equal, so this is 13. KL is the whole thing, so that's this part and this part, so 13 and 13, that's 26. And then JO is this part, which is the same as this part. So if this is 18, then this has to be 18 as well. And then JL is the whole thing, so 18 and 18, 36. So that's how you will apply the rules of centroid and medians when it's talking about the outside side lengths. Let's take a look at the inside parts now. So number 2 says TZ is 60. So from T to Z, we're going to put 60. I'm going to color coordinate to make it more obvious. So that's 60. And then we have XZ is 28. XC is that part, and that's 28. Then we have WZ, 25. So this part is 25. Okay, so because we are talking about a centroid, once again, that means there's medians, and the medians are is the topic where the inside can be divided into three equal parts. So 1, 2, 3. 1, cut this in half, 2 and 3. 1, cut this in half, 2 and 3. So 1 loop, 2 loops. 2 loops, 1 loop. 1 loop right here, 2 loops right there. So that helps you see the parts, how many parts there are for each side. So ZV, Z to V is this, is 2 parts of that one. So we're going to have 28 right here, and then 28 again right here. So 28 plus 28, that's 56. ZV, it's this part right here. I'm sorry, ZY is this part right here, which is only 1 loop in comparison to these 2 loops. So if this whole thing is 60, half of that is 30. So 30 and 30 is 60, and this part has to be 30. ZU is this bigger length compared to this. So this one part is 25, and this is going to be two parts, so 25 and 25, and that's 50. TY is the whole thing right here. And in this one, we talked about 30 and 30 and another 30, so that's 90. And then XV is the whole thing over here. So we're talking 28, 28, and 28. 28 times 3, and that's 84. Okay, I believe in class you have to practice the others. So pause the video and try these on your own, and then press play when you're ready to check if you got it. All right, so AG is 8, GF is 7, and BG is 5. So GD is from here to here. So it's this loop compared to this one. So it's 8 divided by 2, which is 4. Half of 8 is 4, so each loop is 4. AD is the whole thing, so you have 4, 4, 4, which is 12. CG is this part, which is longer compared to this one part, so that means this one has 2 of them. So 7, 7, and 7. So CG is 14, because you have 2 7s. GE is this part, so that's 2 loops in comparison to that one. This loop is 5, so 5 and 5, that's 10. And then BE is the whole thing, so 5, 5, 5, and that's 15. And next we have TU. TU is the whole thing, so we're going to break this down into thirds. So TU is 27. 27 divided by 3, that's 9. So this is 9, 9, 9. SW is the whole thing, so we're going to break this into 3 parts. And it's 18, so 18 divided by 3 is 6. So this is 6, 6, and 6. And then RV is the whole thing, so we break that into 3 parts. So 21 divided by 3 is 7. So 7, 7, 7. So TX is 9 and 9, which is 18. XU is just 1 9. SX is 2 of these, so 6 and 6, that's 12. And XW, that's just 1 6. RX is 2 7s, so that's 14. So this topic is just making sure you practice that, dividing the inside into 3 parts and seeing that there's 2 parts here for the longer and 1 part for the shorter. So all of these examples on the right side, number 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, they are all following that same pattern. I'm going to go over one more problem, and then that way you can practice the rest. All right, number 5 says DH is 51. So the whole thing is 51. We're going to do 51 divided by 3, and that's going to give us 70. So this part has 17, 17, 17. EI is the whole thing right here, so we're going to divide that into 3 parts. 57 divided by 3, and that's going to give us 19. So this is 19, 19, and 19. And the last part is GF. GF is the whole thing, so 1 loop, 2 loops, that's 60 divided by 3, which is 20. So 20, 20, and 20. All right, so now DJ is this part, so it's 17 and 17, that's 34. JH is just that part, so it's 17. GJ is 20. JF is 20 and 20, so that's 40. EJ is 19 and 19, so that's 38. And then JI is 19. Okay, so keep practicing and hopefully you master this topic.